What's up, everybody? Retro here. What do you think of my new outfit? You know, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go with this, so... How do we start this? Is there a button? Or... 2 buttons? To my understanding, PaRappa has a loyal following, with the PlayStation 1 Classic, a spin-off, a PS2 sequel, 2 ports, and even an anime series. However, I'm very unfamiliar with this dog. The only time I've known him, apart from the internet folks bringing him up here and there, was from the 1 or 2 times I've played PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Now that's something I ought to talk about sometime. Eventually, curiosity got the better of me and, well, here we are. The game was developed by Masaya Matsura, and I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. A former member of the J-pop rock band Psy S, who hated appearing in music videos for some reason, and went off to work on interactive software. Around the same time, Sony was a few months away from releasing their newest console, the PlayStation, and was trying to make as many games as humanly possible for the system. When he, and Rodney Greenblatt, showed interest in working with the PlayStation, Sony suggested for them to work together and put them in Division Zero, which, according to Rodney, just did whatever. After messing around with a few ideas, they decided to make a game about either singing or playing the guitar. And thus, PaRappa the Rapper was created and released on the 6th of December 1996 in Japan, the 26th of September 1997 in Europe, and the 17th of November 1997 in North America. So, is this game as hip-hopping as the character's design? And is it fun? Well, let's find out, home dog. The story goes as follows. PaRappa wants to win the heart of his crush, Sunny Funny. That's it. Oh, and he raps too. The rest of the story is just him doing various stuff by rapping. The next thing to talk about would be the personality of this game, but to do that, I would have to describe the entire story of each stage. And since I would probably go on for a while, here's the timestamp in case anyone doesn't have the time for that. But the summary is that the whole game is weird and funny in that Japanese humor, and I love it so much. So, without further ado,
on with the show!
The opening cutscene starts with a movie about a flying dude making a monster dizzy, saving a teddy bear. So after that, PaRappa and his 3 friends, including Sunny, goes to a restaurant to eat, and when PaRappa orders...
Water.
Here it is.
What? You wanted water? And after that...
You gotta do what?
I gotta believe!
Beautiful. So anyway, for the first stage, while the gang was eating, 2 random dude bullies come into... bully, until suddenly from the toilet... No, seriously, the toilet. Look! Joe Chin appears to save the day. Who is Joe? He's basically Captain Quark. Right? Down... to the chin! The gang leaves after Joe does what I do to my friends, except for PaRappa, who goes...
I need to become a hero too.
And how is he gonna do that, you may ask?
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe!
So he then goes to a dojo to learn some kung fu by rapping. Sure, why not? Oh, and by the way, he doesn't benefit from learning kung fu at all. Not once does he fight anyone in this game. For the second stage, PaRappa and crew are just hanging out until a red limo pulls up.
The maximum speed is tuned up to 463,200.
And out comes Joe Chin again. He invites everyone for a drive, but the guys have to sit in the back. And man, it gets too real here. So suddenly PaRappa wants to get a license in an attempt to impress Sunny. But he'll need to get a license. And how's he gonna do that?
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe!
So he takes a driving test by rapping. I mean, you do have to remember, so I guess if it helps, then go for it.
PaRappa, PaRappa. Hey, PaRappa, where are you going with my car? You've only had that license 10 minutes!
I love this. For the next stage, PaRappa takes his dad's car and brings his friends for a drive. So they're chilling. Oh, PaRappa? What are you doing? You're not supposed to drive like that. I'm gonna have to take your license, PaRappa. Where you going, PaRappa? PaRappa! After that nerve-wracking moment, he then daydreams about Sunny again. While you're driving? Come on, man. Put down the flowers and keep your eyes on the road. You're gonna crash into... now look at that. Good job, PaRappa. You've lost your license within 10 to 20 minutes. That's a new world record. So, how is he gonna pay for the damage, you may ask?
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
So now he goes to a flea market with this dude and raps. I'll get to him later. On the next stage, PaRappa is that a PlayStation house? Oh, sorry. PaRappa is getting a cake for Sunny's birthday. After he does so, Joe comes out and shows off his giant cake. Once he's finished explaining what each layer of the cake represents, I don't know either, he knocks past PaRappa, making him faceplant into the cake.
PaRappa! What do you expect to do without a cake? A birthday party without a cake is like a dance floor without me. Do you understand that?
I like her. So, with almost no money or time left, what is he gonna do? Seriously, just guess.
Yeah, I know. I've gotta believe.
He then raps along to a cooking show. Alright, on this stage, PaRappa and friends are celebrating Sunny's birthday and stuff. And then his friends leave to let Sunny and PaRappa share a moment, I guess. All is well. Until... Yep, he needs to go to the bathroom ASAP. Sunny doesn't notice this, however. In fact, she seems to be attracted to him a lot more now. If you ever want to get a girl to like you, you better make sure you're full of... So after finding a gas station, he goes around and back to the toilet. But his former teachers wants to use it too. So you know what he has to do? Rap for it. I'm rapping to do my business! Take that out of context. Wait for it. Wait for it. He doesn't say it. No. For the last stage, PaRappa gets an invitation to a party from... He asks Sunny to go with him. Huh? She lives in a lemon? Her dad said... Oh, I get it! During the party, they both get separated. So PaRappa decides to get up on stage and rap to... And you know, I don't actually know. After that, they go to a movie. Hey! It's already over! You missed it! Idiots. Huh? PaRappa too? Oh! Unjamalami. And that's all in terms of its story and humor. It only has 6 stages, so it's a pretty short game. So, does the gameplay deliver? Sort of. It's a rhythm game, one of the firsts actually. Because of that, no one really knew how to advertise it. So what did they do?
I cannot hold it, the last little toilet. Already sold it.
Yeah. I do like the Japanese ones with Crash Bandicoots. I mean, I wish I knew what they were saying, but they're cool. Anyway, like I said before getting sidetracked, this is a rhythm game in which you push the correct buttons in timing with the music. Fail to do a line correctly, and you risk the meter over here falling from you rapping good to bad and awful. And if you don't finish the stage with a good rating, or if at any point you fall below awful, you will have to do the stage again. And that's it. Pretty simple. However, there's one major flaw that almost ruins the entire game. For some reason, the timing isn't synced properly. You have to press the button a little bit after it tells you to. Around here. It may seem small, but it makes the game extremely difficult. It takes a lot of time to get used to. And in case you say, well, it's a rhythm game, pay more attention to the music than what's on screen. That doesn't work either. I don't know why, but it happens with all the stages and it's annoying as heck. I have no idea if this was intentional or not, but I really hope that this issue is fixed in the other two games. Each stage has its own difficulty. The first stage teaches you the basics and it's fairly simple. The second stage is— whoa! Dude, you heard? PaRappa's learning from you? Sorry. The second stage is mostly the same, except it has a few more buttons to press, and it even throws you some curveballs. Like, come on man, I wasn't prepared for that. But overall, it shouldn't be too bad. Stage 3 has a slow beat, which makes it seem easy, but the average is 4 buttons per beat, if that makes any sense. There's a lot of buttons to press. I really like it despite its difficulty, but this guy here, there's just something about him I find very shady. Not to mention that he can't decide which is more important, money or love.
I'll tell you right now, the most important thing in selling goods here is not money, it's love. Money, money, money is all you need.
Plus, he's supposed to be a frog, but he more looks like a lizard, so I don't know. So the fourth stage isn't this the opening cutscene? Maybe you played that cutscene by accident. I mean, it is a PlayStation disc. What? I'm back at the beginning? Here's the thing. When you play this game on easy mode, it doesn't save your progress, and you can only play up to 3 stages. I wasn't expecting to play the demo version of this game. Ugh. Anyway, the fourth stage is more like the first two, except more harder. I mean, with the time and input issues, it's way too difficult for me. That's all I can say about this stage. The fifth stage is basically you rapping against all of your teachers. This means that you'll have to go through similar short raps to the stages before. I like it. By the way, when you lose on this stage, you get this, and it's amazing. I'm gonna let you watch it in its entirety. I want this on my next birthday. The last stage is probably the best. Rather than PaRappa repeating what his teachers were saying, he comes up with his own lyrics, and at the end, you get no guide. Good luck. Once you have beaten the stage, you may go to the stage select and try to beat it with a cool rating, but it works differently this time. You can't just play it as you normally would, you have to freestyle. How do you do that? By pressing a certain extra button while cool is flashing. How you're supposed to figure it out with no guide is beyond me. Once you've done it... Now all we have to do is maintain our cool rating. How are we supposed to do that? I don't know. Mash a button in a beat or something. I just play! It's really hard to do it, but if you beat all of the stages with a cool rating, you'll get an extra stage. Ooh, I wonder what it's like. Oh, right. A stage. Well, this sucks. And after that, I deleted my save file by accident. Whoops-a-daisy. At least I've recorded everything before that happened. So that's the gameplay for you. Fun, but the time and input issue nearly kills it. At least the presentation is superb. The characters being paper thin, and the rest of the environment looking like boxes. You can obviously tell that the cutscenes were compressed video files, but it's understandable for the time. I especially like how when you go into a battle awful rating, the stage around you changes. And the music is good too. At first they seemed a bit simple, but then it gets into your head. Oh boy, does it get into your head. I keep finding myself singing the Cheap Cheap Cake song over and over in my head. Crack 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 the egg into the bowl. Crack 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 the egg into the bowl. M-I-X the flour into the bowl. M-I-X the flour into the bowl. Baking that cake yes means you gotta try. I've been doing this for years but don't ask me why. Butter 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 joins the bowl. I'm gonna stop right now. And that's PaRappa the Rapper. What do I think of it? Well, consider me a fan. Great music and atmosphere, new and interesting gameplay for the time, and hip-hoppingly rad. The only drawback is the button timing issue, which, yeah, holds it back a lot, so be warned. It's also short, but regardless, I've enjoyed my time. I hope the other two games are just as good, if not better. And I must say, I really want a PaRappa 3. It's been ported to the PSP with the only new features being widescreen support, multiplayer which I've never got to test out, and downloadable remix songs for the stages. They are currently unavailable since the website that provided them has been shut down long ago, but the remixes aren't really good, so...
Crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, egg into the bowl.
M-I-X, the flour into the bowl.
M-I-X, flour into the bowl.
You're not missing out. However, there is one major difference. You know the button timing issue on the PlayStation 1 version? By the way, I think I'm saying button timing issue way too much, so yeah. Well, now you have to press the buttons a bit before this time. Why? I mean, it's a lot easier, but why didn't you just fix it? Anyway, there's also a PS4 remaster, but it's essentially the PSP port, but with a HD filter. If you were to ask me, I'd say go for the PS4. It's cheap and convenient. I should probably end this review, maybe with something cool and cringy, but how could I possibly do that? Yeah, I know! I've got to believe!